Hi, welcome to Ruthie Rambles. Today I'd like to show you my bullet journaling setup, and I'm hoping that this video will help give you some creative ideas to use in your own bullet journaling journey. If you're like me, you're someone who has gone back and forth between electronic planning and paper planning. I, for the longest time, couldn't decide which was best for me, but I finally landed on paper planning because that's how my brain works. I'm a visual learner, and I've learned that my brain works by doing paper planning. And so I'm hoping that as we go through this video, that maybe this will inspire you in your own journey. Are you a paper planner? Are you an electronic planner? Which one's best for you? And hopefully this will get you inspired. And if you're not already journaling, maybe this will inspire you to start your own journaling journey. Regarding the supplies that I'll use in my video, usually I will get the Ryder dotted journal from Amazon. I really like the page numbering that it has inside, as well as the thickness of the paper. And as far as the pen I use, I have found that the Sharpie S-Gel pen is really a good pen to use for journaling. It doesn't smear, and it's my favorite for using in journaling. If you've noticed, I've glued a coloring card to the front of my journal. I usually like to color a card and glue it to the front of my journal, and I'll pick a different one for each journal that I have. And this card I haven't colored yet, but as I do future videos, you'll probably notice that I'll start coloring this card for my journal. Before I get into the journal, I'd like you to know that most of my ideas are from Ryder Carroll and his bullet journaling method. Some of the other and also some other videos that I've seen online. I'll try to mention some of those videos that I've seen online in the comments section, and that will also give you more ideas in your journaling journey. There are many great bullet journalers out there on YouTube. Excuse me. So I'll go ahead and list as many of those as I can for you. Before I get into the journal, the first pages of the journal I'll go over are the yearly pages, the pages that you'll use all year in your journal, and then I'll get into monthly pages, the pages that I use every month, and I move forward every month in a new spread each month. So I will go ahead and open my journal, and you'll notice that the very first pages are my table of contents. You'll see here on the left-hand side, my table of contents, I've created a small pocket. Usually I like to keep my ruler and my stencil in this pocket, and I like to decorate this side with a sticker. I'm not artistic. A lot of people, I've seen very artistic journals out there online, and I love those artistic journals, but I'm not an artist. I can't really draw. So my journals are more realistic, and I like to decorate with stickers. Mine are more just simplistic. That's what I'm trying to say. So, but on the left-hand side here, you'll see I've started my index, my table of contents. I go ahead and I start on the small side instead of starting on this side, because I don't want to run out of space to record my pages. So I'll start on the small side, even though it's a half size. My next two pages are my intentions for the journal and the journal key. On the intentions page, you'll write what your intentions are for your journal, why you're keeping this journal this month. And so you'll write your intentions here. And on this side is the key to the journal. I like to write here with the little indicators from Ryder Carroll's bullet journal method are. The dot represents a task. The X over dot represents a completed task. A line represents a note. A circle represents an appointment. This arrow indicates you've moved the task ahead to the next week or the next day. The equal sign equals how you feel about something during the day. The star equals something that you're signifying, something that's important. And if you've lined through the text, that indicates that you've deleted something. On the key, I also like to keep track of how many dots are on the page vertically as well as horizontally. That is helpful because when you create a new spread, you'll want to know how many dots you have on the page so that you can count and create your new spread. The next 4 pages are my future log. On the left-hand side of the future log, I like to write down any birthdays or important dates that I have during the month, like holidays. I usually like to write them in date order. And on this side, I like to write down any appointments that I make during the month as they come up. So you'll notice I have a space for each month of the year for my future log to keep track of those important dates so that I can see them at one location. After the future log, I have a place for quarterly goals. And you'll see that it's broken down by quarters, and you can write down any goals that you have for yourself during each quarter. And usually I'll write them out the way I do my tasks with bullets. That way if I've accomplished a goal, I can mark it that I've accomplished it in my journal, or I can move it forward to the next quarter or delete it, whatever you decide. Maybe that goal is not important to you anymore and you can delete it by crossing through it. The next 2 pages are my phone book. I know we all keep a phone book in our phones, but I do like to keep a phone book in my bullet journal for numbers I refer to frequently or addresses. I like to keep them here so that I don't have to search with my phone. I can just turn to here and get to them right away. Now we're going to start on my monthly pages of the journal. These are the pages that I'll create every month. You'll see that I've already created a layout for the month of January. You'll see that whenever I create a monthly spread, I'll do all of the boxes for each day of the month. And then I'll do one large box over here on the side for notes. I really like notes areas in my journal so that I can write down notes as I go instead of using sticky notes as much. I do still use sticky notes and put them in my journal, but I like using the notes areas in my journal. And you'll notice I decorated with stickers to make it look cute. I really, really wish I could draw like all the creative spreads I see on YouTube and Instagram, but I just use stickers for my creativity. So you see that even using stickers, you can make your journal really creative. Also, I found that colored markers work well, also highlighters. My next 2 pages are my medications and my symptoms log, as well as my affirmations page. I like to keep track of my symptoms for the medications I'm taking, but you might not want to do that. You might want to keep track of your mood during the month, or maybe what foods you've eaten during the month. Something like that. You can write that down and keep a diary of those items. And on this page is an affirmations page. Usually I have more affirmations that I do during the month, and I like to rotate between, usually I have 3 groups of affirmations, and I'll do the first one and the third one, or the second one and the third one. I usually like to rotate during these 2 groups, but I'll do, this one's my core affirmations, and I like to do this one every day. But you can do this page however you want to, or you can do positive quotes or quotes from other people, positive sayings, anything like that that would give you some inspiration during the month. My next pages are my prayer list and my gratitude journal. And you'll notice in my journals that I like to use correction tape. You'll find that correction tape is your best friend while journaling. If you're someone like me and you struggle with perfectionism and OCD, journaling will be good for you because you will make mistakes in your journal. It won't look perfect. None of us are perfect, but correction tape really, really, really helps. So if you'll notice, I did have something else written at the top on each page, and so I used my correction tape. And but on the left here, I have my prayer list. I can keep track of my prayers during the month and prayer requests, as well as any answered prayer. And on the right side is my gratitude page, where I can write down something I'm thankful for each day of the month. I really, really love these 2 pages of my journal. My next 2 pages are my trackers. You'll notice I have a tracker here for the books I'd like to read during the month, any movies or shows I'd like to watch during the month, and also a bucket list of any activities I would like to do during the month. For example, if it were fall, maybe you'd like to go to a pumpkin patch, and you'd write that down here. Or if it's Christmas and you'd like to decorate a gingerbread house or make hot chocolate, you can write down a bucket list of things you'd like to do during the month and write that here. The next page is my habit tracker, where I keep track of any habits I would like to establish during the month or build on. And I will just then mark off each day if I've done that habit or not during the month. And you can create your own habits, but this page, it takes a while to set up, but I really, this page is well worth it if you're trying to establish good habits. And then the last two pages are my main pages. This is where I'm sorry, these are not my main two pages. This page is my brain dump, and this page is a notes section. On this page here, you will track, I track any tasks or projects that I do for home or work during the month. If I get a new project at work assigned to me, I'll track it here, and then after I track it here, I'll then move it into my weeks and accomplish it as I work it into my weeks. Same thing with home tasks. I'll write my list here, and then I'll work it into my weeks on how I want to chunk out my projects. And then there's a note section. Maybe you need to keep track of important numbers or information for your projects. This page here will give you a notes area. And if you want to, you can take colored markers and also decorate this page with the lines, for example, like this, if you like doing that. And so the last two pages are the main pages. These pages are the main point of how I keep track of my tasks and projects, how I get them accomplished. On this side, what I will do is write down any appointment I have during each day of the month. Of the week. You see that I have a week's worth of days, and I will write in here all of my appointments. And on this side, for work and for home, I will keep track of all the tasks I want to accomplish during the week, and then I'll mark it off when I accomplish it. And I'll notice that it's easier for me to do it by week and keep track of it this way, because I can see all my appointments for the whole week and also the tasks I want to accomplish. And I'm not migrating tasks every day forward. I'm just migrating them at the end of the week if I don't get them done. And on this side of the page is notes for the week. So as you go through the week, if you have notes pertaining to your projects and tasks, you can write them on this side. So this is my bullet journal setup. I plan on going through and creating more videos. I've purchased a book called Journaling, A Practical Guide, How to Start and Keep the Planner, To-Do List, and Diary. That'll actually help you get your life together. I really love this book, written by Rachel Miller, and I plan on using that book to just kind of show you more things you can do on your journaling journey, more pages you can create, more things you can do. Because usually, as you in a bullet journaling journey, you progress as you go. You find some things work really well, some things don't really work. So you'll progress as you go. So stay tuned. You'll see more pages, more examples, and I really hope that you found something inspirational for you during this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.